Yes, Femi, what you saying, man? Dressed to impress. Looking smart, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, James. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I know it's been a while, and no, I'm really excited to share your story because I feel like there's a lot of people with a lot of talent, with your background, what you was previously doing, and yeah, I just want to share your journey today of like, what's actually possible when you burn the boats and you really commit to becoming like, a remote sales professional. So yeah, maybe share with the audience like what you was doing before you came to obviously myself and RSA.
Yeah, before I joined RSA, I was a personal trainer. I was doing that for around a year.
Yeah.
And I switched over. Just wanted to change for myself, really. But when I was
Yeah.
personal training, I realized that when I was actually selling to people, that was the part where I really enjoyed it the most. So I was thinking to myself, maybe going into the sales, the straight sales, would be the right career choice for myself. So yeah.
Definitely. And I remember when we were speaking and you said like you really enjoyed the sales part of it, but you weren't really reaping the rewards of kind of the output of what you was putting on a weekly basis. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that would be fair to say, yeah.
Yeah. So where are you located in the UK again?
I'm in London at the moment.
Nice. So London, obviously the capital of the city, right? You'd think that you could obviously make some, good obviously money doing PT and stuff, but like for you personally, like you said that you enjoyed the sales side of things. I remember when we spoke, it's got to have been 5 months ago now. Like when you say you enjoyed the sales part of that kind of like connection, like what do you feel like stood out to you that made you feel like, do you know what, what was that trigger moment when you thought, well, do you know what? I feel like I could do sales.
When I came in as a personal trainer, I had a lot of success. Like out on the gym floor, when I was talking to people, I was really getting like quite good numbers, to be fair. Like my first month as a personal trainer. So that
Yeah.
kind of just ignited the light bulb in my head thinking, wow, okay, when it comes to talking to people, being able to connect with them on a deeper level, understand their reasons as to why, and then presenting a solution to them. Just the whole process in itself. And obviously, at the end of the day, you're helping people out as well. So just knowing what you're selling is actually helping people, that also made it 10 times more enjoyable. So I think this connecting to people and understanding that I actually had I guess you could say a talent. I wouldn't say it was a talent, but it came natural to me. So I thought, yeah, why not do it?
No, definitely. And like the knowledge that you've got from being a PT, you obviously understand a lot about nutrition and, how to help people lose weight. And, um, I said to you, like, it makes sense with the transferable skills that you've got. Don't get me wrong, we had to go through, a few months of training to be able to get you ready to be able to go into the offer and actually put the ball in the back of the net, as they say, and score some goals to help these people. Um, but we decided obviously that the fitness offer was going to be the right step for you. And because of your experience, we've kind of fast tracked the training. I think it was like 5 or 6 weeks that was able to get you onto, a fitness offer, which
Yeah.
it's pretty quick, but that's hats off to you because again, you burnt the boats, and which I don't advise everyone to do. And he was like, James, this is what I want to do. And you had that member mentality, and he was like, look, just tell me what I got to do and I'll make it happen. And I really loved your attitude from like day one. And um, yeah, for you, like, what do you feel like's been the biggest kind of thing that you've learned over like the last 3 or 4 months of obviously working myself at RSA and just being in this remote sales space? Like what do you feel like really stood out for you?
I think the main thing that stood out to me about just getting to the remote sales space really is just about having that mental resilience. Because like throughout my life, I feel I've done a lot of hard things physically, personal trainer. So I've done many things, done boxing, done bodybuilding, I've done a whole bunch of things, just causing a lot of stress to my body. But when you're doing remote sales, especially when it's in an environment where you're, it's basically you versus you, really and truly. That's the main thing that stood out to me. So being able to just mentally callous my mind and just build up that fortitude every single day I'm coming out a stronger person. So not only are you learning skills, you're making money, but you're also coming out with a whole lot more of a stronger mental mind. And I think that's something that, you can't get that from other places,
Mm.
especially when it's a hard skill. It's not easy connecting to someone and making them realize that their way of thinking may not have been the best way of thinking that they've been basically doing for the last 10, 15, 20 years. So it's the whole mental shift for me that's been the biggest one.
No, I love that, man. And maybe what was your perception of someone who got labeled as maybe someone being in sales? Like how did you see like a salesperson or salesman, maybe even like when you was a little bit younger?
When I was younger, it's funny, I done like a door-to-door job when I think I was about like 17. Yeah, I done door-to-doors. I was out in central London. That's where the office was. It was in and around residential areas around London, knocking on doors, signing up people to charities. And yeah, that was that was a learning experience to say the least. But I was around a whole bunch of other salesmen. And to be honest with you, when I was around them when I was younger, never really had any negative connotations, I'll be honest with you, because the environment was bubbly.
Yeah.
Everyone was just trying to make money and just improve their skills. So me personally, I always thought about salespeople as people who are charismatic, who are goal-getters, and who just want to basically just increase the quality of their life. So I never had any negative connotations, to be honest with you, or positive.
No, that's really good as well to have that perception because I think it would have made it a lot easier for you to make that transition. And again, what we see a lot in the marketplace is like the typical salesperson is like the car salesman, the real estate, a little bit more sleazy. But um, what I've really taken, obviously, over the last few years of being in the remote sales space, like, and you touched on this earlier, it's you against you, um, being able to obviously deal with rejection, which is something that we really work on inside the RSA. But like when you frame it, like it's really yourself and the prospect against the problem that they're dealing with. And once they feel that energy and they feel that connection, they're like, "Do you know what, this person's really here to serve me. He really wants to help me. He is making me feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I actually need that accountability. I actually need someone to make me see things through a different lens so I can actually get the outcome that I want." And um, when you frame sales in that way, like it's just, having a normal conversation. Like it's not about being this pushy sales guy. It's not about, being this guy who's got to put this hard sell on someone. It's like these people genuinely need your help. And if you're truly present on a call and you can listen and you can obviously help them and guide them, then it's really service at the end of the day, that you're providing.
I'd agree to that 100%. You're serving them that service to help them physically and also mentally as well. I mean, depending on what type of thing you're selling. Like if it's financial, obviously you're making sure that they're increasing their income, but at the same time, they're actually going to provide more opportunities and experiences for their family. So it's one thing that you're selling to someone, but it has that whole trickle down effect into other areas in their life. Like it truly is powerful because when I'm selling fitness to someone, and when they're telling me, the issues they've had, they couldn't spend time with their friends because they're feeling self-conscious. Some people, they might want to spend more years with their grandchildren and just making that shift to allow them to understand that, yeah, getting this 15, 20, 30 pounds off, not only are you gonna feel more healthy, but all those other areas of your life, they're now gonna be more fulfilled. You're gonna be able to experience life to a whole better standard than what they currently have been doing. So yeah, truly is powerful, that service.
No, definitely, man. And that's why obviously, making that transition into the fitness just was an absolute no-brainer. And it's like for any PT out there that's, maybe not making the money that they deserve, it's like it's just because no one knows who you are. It's just a lack of marketing at the end of the day. Because you might be really, really good at what you do and you're not getting the leads because no one knows who you are. But it's like when you plug yourself into a business that's generating like 10, 15,000 leads a day, you can then put your passion, your conviction into a business that's already doing millions of dollars a month. And I think, the offer that you're on is doing like $7 to $10 million a month, which is insane. But you come in and you're taking a piece of the cake because you've got the right training. You really understand how to serve someone and help them, maybe get over their limiting beliefs as well. But you're also bringing in your transferable skills, which is the knowledge of being a PT, a personal trainer. And then you actually get to reap the rewards of increasing your income, being able to work remotely. If you choose to in the future, now that you've got this skill set honed in and we're obviously going to keep scaling your income. You have the ability to go anywhere in the world now, Femi, where you want to be treated better, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, learning this skill is completely, what's the word? I mean, it's called remote sales for a reason. So you can literally go anywhere in the world with your laptop and just, yeah, get to work. And there's plenty of offers out there as well. So you're not just constrained to one place. Like in the future, I definitely do see myself going to different environments and just being able to do that through remote sales. Like, truly, I'm grateful for that opportunity.
No, definitely, man. And again, it's you that obviously pulled the trigger, invested in yourself, invested the time to put into the role play, learning the frameworks, going through the mindset training, listening to me. Every week it's like there's a lot of coaching calls we have now. We have 5 coaching calls a week, right? And at the end of the day, what you focus on will expand. And if you turn up to more of those sessions like you did, you're obviously going to get the results or you're going to have reasons why you don't. And I remember the video you shared that one day and it was real powerful, man. Like I talked about obviously, Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, that member mentality. And I remember like that triggered you and you shared that in the community. And I was like, do you know what? This kid's gonna do well because you're still young, bro. Like you're 23 at the end of the day, and I know we were speaking earlier about the goals that you want to hit, and you will definitely get to them. But everything, takes time. We expect to get there a lot quicker. But I'm super proud of you, man. What you've achieved, and yeah, maybe share obviously with the viewers, like I know the first month was kind of like your learning month, but like how was like month two, month one, and we're on month three now. Is that right?
This is like, this is, yeah, full month of month three, yeah.
Okay, nice. So what did
Yeah,
you make
yeah.
like in the first month? But I know it was like the learning month, for you on the offer.
In the learning month, I think I made less than a grand USD. Wasn't that much to be fair. Obviously, just learning the ropes, learning just how to put myself in place in this specific offer. But in my second month, that's when I got a bit more traction. Ended
Yeah.
a month of around like 3.5K USD, around that mark there. And then for this coming month, I just finished, projected to be taking home like 5K USD. So it has been an upward trajectory. So yeah, I'm pleased about that.
Yeah, it's good, man. And like, I think what's super inspiring as well, like, we've obviously got other students within the community as well, that have just finished on like, 10, 15, 20K months. So it's like, for you, where you were like 3, 4 months ago to where you are now, like 5K is it's pretty cool, right? It's a start, And I think 10K
Mhm.
is possible by the end of the year. A few little tweaks. Um, and before you know it, man, you'll be getting that, 10K month, which everyone puts on a pedestal. But even if it's 8K, bro, like the compound effect, think about it. Less than 1,000 in the first month, 3.5K, and then 5K. Like every month is compounding, and that's the most important thing. But what's more important, it's not the money that's compounding, it's the mindset, it's the skill set, and that's what's driving you to get to these bigger months.
Hmm. Yeah, no, 100%. I'll say most definitely it's the mindset, it's the skill set. Because yeah, I won't lie, in the first couple of months on my mind, it was taxing. It was something new, it was a new experience. So it definitely was causing me quite a bit of stress. But at the end of the day, I guess, the person that can handle the most amount of stress, they will reap the most amount of rewards because people who aren't stressed, they're dead people. They don't feel no stress. So I think stress is a good thing. You know what they say, pressure makes diamonds,
Mm.
and you keep going towards that hot stove, you're gonna come out better. So
Of
I think
course,
that's true.
man. We all feel stress, right? But what is stress at the end of the day? Like, it's actually us stressing. Yeah. So think about it. If we're running, right? So if we're stressing towards something. So when we can control our mind, right, and we have peace, we are truly present before we come on a call. We're not stressed or stressing. We come with that calm energy. Our prospects can feel that. We're not trying to sell from our head, which means we're looking to make money, but we sell from our heart. That's when we're really looking to serve and obviously help people. And I feel like for anyone that's listening, if you are remote sales, if you can manage to get into that frequency before a call where you are coming from a place of serving, genuinely caring about wanting to help that person, the prospect will feel that. And as long as you've done a good job to get them to understand why now was important to make a change and not delay it and keep procrastinating, then you're going to make a sale, which means you're going to make money. But more importantly, you've helped someone, in my opinion, especially in fitness, you're adding on more years to their life, and then you can't put a price on that.
Yeah, most definitely. Health as well for the end of the day.
Yeah, of course, man. So like, we're at 5K now. The goal is to get, as close as we can to 10K as quickly as possible. How do you feel like myself, Damien, obviously the team, like how do you feel like we've been able to help you, get to where you are? What stood out for you the most?
Honestly, I would say it's the opportunity to be able to go into an environment where you know that they have offers to place on you once you are ready. Just understanding that your time will come. I think that's the biggest factor because when I came into RSA, one of the biggest unique selling points was to me was just knowing that okay, when I'm ready, I will get put on an offer. So just having the opportunities there, it's amazing because there are some other sales training companies out there, and it's a shame how some of them they might sell dreams or they might just put you on offers for the sake of it that may not be the best offer for yourself. But you guys do take the time to really just understand what offer is best for every individual. I mean, I'm on offer right now, but there's plenty of offers coming in on a weekly basis right now that someone can look at and think, okay, I think with my skill set, with my life experience, that might be the right offer for me. And then alongside with the opportunities, I think it's just the training, the knowledge that you guys give us, the frameworks, these Word documents, honestly, they should be priced at 5 grand each because there is some serious knowledge on them. And just having the documents on my laptop that I can read over and just refine constantly, it's gonna keep me sharp. So I say the training and the opportunities, both of
No,
those, yeah.
I appreciate that, man. We're always improving as a business, and like, having the frameworks are great. And for anyone out there, like, the quicker you can internalize those frameworks, the quicker you can internalize those scripts. You have those, word tracks. You are going to come across obviously a lot more confident, a lot more fluent. And for anyone that doesn't maybe understand like what opportunities Femi's speaking about, like we actually have like our own in-house recruitment team. And what does that mean for like people that are coming into RSAs? Like we get around 15, 20 opportunities a day. Doesn't mean that every single opportunity is like an absolute A-star offer, but we have a lot from like appointment setting, DM setting, triaging SDRs, closing, all the way up to like 40, 50K a month. But again, little steps break distance, big distances, and it takes time to get on those offers. But we really want to spend the time, with our clients and students to make sure that we give you the most chance of having, the best success as quickly as possible. But that also comes down to you. You need to meet us halfway. You need to put the work, you need to put the reps in, and you need to understand that it's not going to be easy. But if you've got a big enough why, it's definitely possible.
100%. That why will just keep you going. Definitely has for me.
Sure, man. Well, look, I want to say thank you for jumping on, Femi, and it took us 3 months to get to 5K. Yeah, I want to see where you are going into 2026. Start, breaking into those 10-figure months like some of our other guys, because as I said to you earlier, they're only 3, 4, 5 months ahead of you, and time really does compound. And as obviously, they say, money that compounds will always obviously keep coming to you. And when you keep compounding the skill set, the money will come and the more people you're going to help. So appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you on the training next week.
Nice one. Thanks for having me.